live.
Offline at the moment.
I know, should we live?
Where is it?
I don't know where this coming from. Oh, it's that one over there. Cool. So I thought to start off with, because we missed our last recording, we could actually just have a bit of a lowdown of kind of what we went through and what we built so far.
Sounds
to kind of catch people up. I also might tweet out that we're live on the Twitter as well before we get started.
Yep.
Yeah. So for people who don't know kind of what we've been working on, we decided to me and David kind of got together, thought it'd be a good idea just to kind of hack out some code and see where it went. And last time we did stream it on Twitch, but we didn't set up to record it. So the idea was just kind of to create a PacMan game and try to get other people involved as well. And I think we had 4 people on the call last time. And then I think about 7 or 8 people streaming it. So we got quite a fairly good turnout. So we decided to just continue it and see where it goes. We don't really have an agenda of kind of what we plan to do. We're just kind of talking about it, seeing where we want to go, and seeing kind of how it flows, really. So this is kind of episode 2 of it all, and this one is being recorded. So hopefully, if you want to go revisit it later down the line, we'll be able to do that. So I thought we could just go over a recap of kind of what we've done so far, and kind of show everybody what we've done.
Okay.
So we used a VS Live share last time to kind of share the code, and I used VS Code like before, but I think we're going to try to use Visual Studio this time, and it should be pretty much exactly the same. So if I open up the game, what we did to start off with. So we created a bit of another UI. Yeah, loads. Just wait for my computer to make a catch up. So this is what we got from before. We've got like a board, which David kind of extended a bit to actually look like the real board. And we've got a basic kind of game object, which we can play around with. So we separated our presentation layer from our kind of logic layer. So we have a game and we have a view on top of it. So just presenting this, which is just using WinForms at the moment with some writing some graphics onto the screen. And we can move around it using the keyboard, doing left, right. And as you can see, when we move around, we can also eat these, I don't know what they're called, coins, or that's what we called them.
Yeah.
I don't really know the proper terminology for it, but we can walk around the board eating coins, and if you try to hit a wall, it'll stop as well. And also, if you notice, we're incrementing the score as well. I think that's pretty much what we got to before. I don't think we did anything else except for that, did we, David?
No, I think that's everything we've done. And yeah, so we were doing TDD, so we got tests around the game engine, but no tests around the front end at all.
Yeah, so we start off by writing individual tests around everything, and test driving and everything. So we've got all tests like walks in face of a direction. So we try to change direction, and the game clock ticks. and we go in that direction. So we've got lots of different tests into all the scenarios of what happens within the game. The only part we didn't test, it was actually the UI, mostly because this was hacked together at the later date. And this just kind of draws out our game object. So we have a game which has a real clock and a real board to it. And every single time we also have a render loop as well. And every time we render, the render loop's called, it just goes down a bunch of functions to go render that using the graphics objects in WinForms. So fairly simple, to be fair. It's surprising enough, seeing as it was the only thing where we didn't like test drive, I screwed up a bit on this this callback in the game. So there's actually a game clock what ticks, then we mock this out in the actual tests. And this had a race condition in actually on the actual timer. So if the timer got created and ticked before we actually subscribed to an action on it, it actually blew up on a null reference exception. But I think David's fixed that already with a null propagation. Yeah. So yeah. So that used to like run 50% of the time. So 50% of the time it used to blow up silently, and 50% of the time it used to actually just run. I think we actually have an issue on here which we can close off as well. So I noticed it straight away. So I kind of raised this issue, and this we get a null reference exception. So this is what it looked like before. So don't want that. So we can comment and close that. For people who want to follow along as well, we actually have a repo on the York Code Dojo, and it's just the PacMan repo. We usually push multiple times throughout the event, so feel free to follow along using the code as well and ask questions. Also, it's hosted on the York Developers Slack channel, so if anybody wants to pop in and have a chat as well and talk about things, feel free to kind of join in as well. But I think that's kind of the main intro bit what I wanted to go through, I think it was, before we started off, just to refresh everybody. That's it. I was going to say introduction of us as well. So I'm a software developer for a company called Buybox. I also run two .NET groups, one .NET Chef and one .NET York. So I'm quite interested in coding as well. So I don't know if Dave wants to introduce himself as well.
Yeah, I'm David Betteridge. I work for a software company called Practice, based in Wetherby, and I normally run the York Code Dojo, and I help run York Developers.
Yeah, cool. Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. Shall we?
Yeah. You want to send me a link for the live share? Yes,
that's a good point. This might work a bit better in because I don't think you got IntelliSense from last time, did you? I think.
Yeah, it probably didn't help that you were in Code and I was in Visual Studio.
Yeah, post in the chat.
Which chat? Oh, that chat. Okay.
Share your terminal as well.
Okay.
Yeah, you're running PowerShell version 7. Oh, no, it's not. It's, this one's the old one that it opens for me. So I don't know where we want to start today. There's a few things I think we discussed the last end of the session. And I think one was being able to kind of transport yourself to the other side of the board.
Yeah, I think that's quite nice because that shows sort of the disconnect between the back end code and the front end code, because we won't need to make any front end changes.
Yeah, that's true. So I think at the moment, I think you've done this. What happens when you just run off the screen?
I think it just goes forever, doesn't it?
So if we actually go run off the screen down here somewhere. Ooh. Oh yeah, it just disappears, and then if we turn right. Oh yeah, I can come back. That's great. So I'm guessing it'll overflow at some point and come back around.
Depends if it's debug or release builder.
Yeah, that's true. So yeah, we could start off with doing something like that. Because I think that's our one. I think that was our last kind of on here. So
yeah,
should we get right in a test?
yeah.
I'm guessing.
Are you typing? I'm not sure the live share's working.
No, I'm not typing.
Have you not typing? That's why.
No, I thought you was going to tell it.
Oh no, sorry, I was just trying to. Okay, yeah, I can type. Right. So what we got? So basically, what we're saying is, if I copy tests, can you see what I'm typing?
Yes.
Okay.
Just making sure that I think this is in the middle somewhere.
Oh yeah, that's what you need to follow it on the stream, don't you? Right. Okay. When you walk off the left-hand side, you appear at the right-hand side.
Mm-hmm.
So I think when you
so I was thinking about this just before joining, to be fair, because I read out the comments. And I was thinking we could actually have like some kind of, like our board kind of represents kind of pretty much the initial state of the game, I suppose, at the moment. Yeah. We could actually have this which has a list of portals maybe in it. So when you stand on a portal, you end up going to the other side straight away.
I thought that. And then I was just wondering, because if you look at the actual board, the only place where you can walk through the wall is where you teleport.
Yeah. The only problem is if you're tying your tests to the actual implementation of what the board is, then aren't we?
Yeah.
As if we kind of like have a concept of even if it's just one portal, or two, well, that'd be two portals, I suppose. One actually jumps to one side, one jumps to the.
It's just in terms of implementation, all you'd have to write is if x is less than 0, then x equals maximum column width.
Hmm.
If you didn't actually have a concept of a portal, but
how would you write the test then?
You'd have to know the width of the board, wouldn't you? That's the thing we're missing.
Yeah.
Because the test would be when direction. So it's like I don't know if we've got a way of positioning the PacMan, but
no, we don't either. That's another thing.
Let's assume for a second you can. So when PacMan is at, so when he's at 0, 10, for example. So x equals 10, and we're facing left, and we tick. Then we'd say PacMan is now at whatever the board width, whatever that is.
Yeah. So in this, we haven't got a concept of the board height and width at the moment.
No. So we don't need height, I don't think, because with the board we've got at the moment, the only way you can teleport is to left to right and right to left.
Yeah, we can go that way. We could try.
Yeah.
I think that the implementation. Well, I suppose the implementation of like kind of if you're folding off the left-hand side of the screen to the right-hand side and the right to the left, it would be pretty much similar, except for you just have these concept of a portal where you stand into it and it would take you to the other side instead.
Yeah.
And then the other way around. But seeing as there's only one, like I think the whole concept of the PacMan game as well is you only have one board, and the board actually doesn't never change. It only kind of gets harder and faster, and things can run after you quicker.
Yeah. So I guess in terms of only implementing what the requirements are, then this is all we need to do.
Well, the requirements are a portal, though, aren't they? So
yeah, okay.
I think when I read Wikipedia today as well, it does have a concept of a portal. So
okay,
I don't know. Like to me, you could actually have a board which is because I feel like the board concept to it in our scenario now is more like the kind of the settings to the game at the moment.
Yeah. Okay. No, we can do. I think we'd need 3 portals in effect, because just think about how the board looks. Look at generate board.
Yeah, I'm just trying
2
to get board.
That. If you look at generate board program, it's probably the easiest place to see it.
Yeah, so it looks kind of a bit like this, doesn't it? So you only have 2 portals. One, I'd assume here. So when you do the next step into it, you just pop over here instead. And the same thing when you pop to the left.
I wasn't sure. I'm not sure about the heights. Is that 1 high or 2 high, that channel?
This is 3, isn't it? I think.
Yeah. Or is it?
I think it's 3. So I think
I've modelled it at 2 at the moment, but
yeah, and I think it's because it's got padding around everything. So
yeah.
I think all this is a single kind of. We have a walkable part, and the walls are just in the way. But then there's a padding of 1 around everything. I think it is.
Yeah. All I'm thinking is if it's 2 or 3, it doesn't really matter what. Then because you don't want to change the Y position, just the X, they're in effect 2 different portals. If we're saying a portal has somewhere it links to,
yep,
you see what I mean, and there's 2 on both sides.
Yeah, I'd imagine like there'd be 1 here, what goes straight to there, like not where the portal actually starts, and then a portal here which ends up here.
Yeah, so I'd say when you got your mouse on the left, I'd say there's 2 portals if that's too high, that channel. So there'd be 1 like at y equals 10 and 1 at y equals 11.
Yeah, so what's your generated game board thing? If I use it to show on here. Yeah. So I imagine, where's the, oh yeah, you've done it too high. So there's no 1 in the middle. Yeah. So I'd imagine it would be in the middle of both of them. I think it's got really 1 channel what you can walk down. But I think it covers 1, 2, 3 dots. So I think it's got padding around it.
Maybe I'll find an online version of the game. Maybe that's the quickest way. PacMan online.
Well, I suppose we can write the code for the kind of portal now, and then we can figure out kind of how the board, because I don't think the board is probably correct for the actual physical game at the moment.
No, I think you're right.
So I was thinking more about the kind of if we had.
Oh, it's making funny noises. Hang on. Yeah, the channel is just 1 high. You can't. Yeah.
Yeah, because I think it's just got. Yeah. I think the dots are the place where you can be at, but then there's a padding around it all. I think that's the problem, and that's why these ones look bigger in yours.
Yeah.
Well, in ours. Because it's not got the padding around the kind of these things. It's just the normal channel size. So I think that's more a drawing.
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe of how we're drawing it. So I was thinking we could just kind of do a similar thing. How we kind of got the position of like the current PacMan where we placed him on the board.
Yeah, and then just add a portal to the left or something. Do you mean? And then...
Yeah. So I think Was it game board? Where's the... Oh, that was not being refactored. Oh, this one has. Yeah, so I was going to do the game board dot. Like portals.add and have something which kind of represent a portal, which we probably could have tuple, like normal.
Yeah, you want a source and a target, don't you? I think.
Yeah, so you can have the x minus 1 of the thing and the y value of them. And then say we want to go to, I don't know, it doesn't make any difference where we go to, does it? We can go to 1515, and that'll should be fine. Let me go, I guess we go left from where we are. So that's the x, y coordinates, and then we just expect 1515, and we're still going left, right?
Correct.
So if we fill in the portal property, I'm guessing there's going to be a read-only dictionary of tuples. Oh yeah, we should probably put it on the board, aren't we? This is not using the interface, it's using... Oh, that's right, isn't it? What we're doing. So that needs to go to... And then we need a back-in implementation of this for the test, don't we? Yeah, and that's just not on the board. Object. Nice. Oh, that's the actual board. Okay, we can just set a new one to the time in. I think that should compile. Cool, that compiles.
Excellent. So the test should fail. Oh, you typing there?
Yeah, the test fails. Oh,
you're
you
doing
can't
it.
see that.
I was going to do a command line, but yeah, end up in
Yeah, I used ReSharp instead. We can use that command line if you want.
Why did it fail with that?
It failed because portals is given as a null reference exception because it's not set. So that just needs to be a new dictionary.
Yeah.
Try to do it in the command line.
Yep, okay.
So you can see it. And it's not lagging behind.
It's for everybody else. That's better, I think.
So this is...
I don't find it very easy to see why it failed. Oh yeah, equivalent C validator failed.
Yeah.
Yes, it must be there.
It's pretty hard to read. I think the terminal's like.
Shall I fix the test?
Yeah, go for it. Oh yeah, it does give it you, but I think it's because if you expand your window for your console, I think we might get half of the.
Oh yeah, I can see some of it now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm seeing more stuff there. Oh,
yeah. So there you go. Now you've expanded it, we get a more taller one.
I also get left. It doesn't clear it first, so I get half of what was there before.
Yeah. It's really buggy.
Yeah, a bit strange. Anyway, right. Okay, so game.
I'll follow you.
Yeah. So.
It doesn't follow on Visual Studio. It's annoying. I can find you. Are you?
We probably. So we move, and then if we've moved on, I'm looking at the tick event.
Yeah.
So I guess we calculate the new position, and if that new position is in a teleport, we adjust ourselves again.
Yeah. That's pretty much what I was thinking.
Still no 10 cents. Portals. Tuple. Right.
I'm going to think about using
portal the dictionary, is it?
Yeah. So you should be able to try get value or something.
Yeah. Is it try and get value? I don't know what it is.
Yeah, try get value.
Got absolutely no intelligence.
Do you get 10 intelligence on VS Code?
Some of the time. I'm getting errors now, but I don't get. Well, no, as in I get the errors at the bottom, but. And I'll get some weirder stuff. So if the location of the PacMan is in our dictionary of portals, then we get given the location of the portal, so we can then use that to mutate our PacMan. So we can do. We have a PacMan. I'll just use the constructor. Right.
I think you did create some overloads to them.
Yeah, but in this case, I need to change two values.
Oh yeah, that's true.
This is its value. So that'll be .x, .y, and then the direction hasn't changed. So we're on the portal. We set the PacMan to the new location. None of that's relevant, but it probably doesn't matter because you can't ever teleport onto a wall. I suppose you could potentially teleport onto a coin. So yeah, that's probably right.
Yeah. So if you're not on a wall, then you could actually collect a coin at the same time. So if you're other side, that'd actually collect the coin as well.
Yeah. Should we run that then?
Yeah. Yeah, pass straight away.
Okay, so I guess what we do now is we actually put the definition of the two portals into the board.
Yep, sounds good plan. So we can actually just hard code them in, I suppose.
Yeah, that's what I was going to do. Because everything else is hard code anyway, isn't it? So it's coins.
It's just got board into it.
Yeah, it's on. It is in game, isn't it? Yeah,
that's it.
Just wondering how we do it. Okay, so it's just portals equal. Right.
Yeah, so you should be able to expand that out.
Yeah.
In theory, we could actually just put 4 in there. It should actually work. Actually, in the game as well.
What's the syntax? It's isn't it? is at. Oh, I've got to work out where it is now. How are we going to do this? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13, 14, 15. Oh, I see what you mean. So it's 0, 15, 0, 16.
Wait, oh, right, okay. Yeah.
Can you see where I am?
Yeah. Oh, so you're declaring the constructor, yeah.
Yeah.
So you don't need that. Okay.
I'm not sure I counted that right, but I think it's something like that. Is that compile or is that invalid syntax?
It's got loads of red everywhere. I think it's because it needs new, because it's not an array, is it? It's a dictionary.
Oh, I thought you could initialize a dictionary a bit like that. Or do you have to say what is a dictionary of, maybe?
Well, that's explained. Have I done it? Put it in.
Oh, did we both do the same thing then?
Yeah. Let's just. Yeah. So let's try run it. If I run it through the console, you should be able to see it, right? Oh no, you won't be able to see it, will you? Because it's.
Yeah.
That's not going to run. Because
does it build? Does it test? I guess does it build?
Yeah, it builds
Okay.
and it runs. So
Okay.
here we go. Got a board. Let's try to run off the edge. There we go. Moment of truth. Nope, it just disappears into the bliss. Nope, that didn't really work. Well, it went somewhere. Because I can't get him back.
Because I can't count, probably. Well, it must be, mustn't it?
Like, it's time to teleport him somewhere, but I don't know where he went to. So,
is that public? Oh, actually, we're going to need to add 4 portals anyway, aren't we? You need to add them the other way around as well.
So this is on one. That's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So it needs to be 14 and 15.
Okay. Well, I might just copy it into Visual Studio Code, actually.
And I think these are going to be they're going to be -1, aren't they? Because you're stepping into the portal.
Yes, although it should have happened anyway, shouldn't it?
I don't know, because if you're on the when it ticks,
we must go through 0 to have got to -1.
Yeah, but that means you stood here at the edge of the board, and then it'll teleport you straight away. Let's see how it works.
Yeah, yeah. And
what's
the width, right?
So
the Visual Studio Code didn't tell you the column you're on, wasn't it? Oh, it does.
20,
no, it's nowhere near 32. I don't know where I got that from. It's
28.
Yeah, 28.
And that's 14, 15. Yeah. And technically, we should be able to do the other flipping that around as well.
Yeah.
So let's do that. 28. Oh no, that's going to be 29 and 14 and 29, 15. And then it's going to be 0.
Yeah.
I think. Let's try run it. It's going. Just speed up the clock.
It's weird when you run it. I see it running in my Visual Studio, but I don't see the UI.
That's useful. Yeah, that seemed to work, but I think it renders a bit like off the screen. I think there must be like an extra one because so that seems to go into.
Does it disappear for a bit?
Yeah, it doesn't pop straight back up the other side.
And then,
like it's going an extra one. It's a bit weird. Unless I can't add up mass. Oh yeah, it must be.
Yeah, there's definitely a delay, isn't there? It's not.
Yeah, I think there's a. I think it's not. I think this is there's an extra column here because I've lost him.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So there must be something wrong with it if I lost him. I think that should be maybe 28 then.
Yeah. But it goes wrong in the other direction as well, doesn't it? Oh, maybe it needs to appear at 27 when it's coming the other way. No, sorry, no, you were right. With that first change that back. So that was 28. And then when we're going left to right, instead of appearing at 28, let's try appearing at 27.
Okay. Might have been easier to calculate the width of the board.
Yeah. We'll change the UI so it temporarily displayed the portals. I was thinking this would be a quick change, this one.
Okay. Yeah, that works straight away. Oh,
I can't see. You have to wait for the screen to catch up. That's much better.
Yeah, you can't disappear.
Yeah. Okay. Let's commit that change then.
Yeah.
Oh, this terminal's so messed up. I'm seeing what I typed last session.
Oh yeah, you can see the bottom of it. I don't know why. Maybe there's a way for refreshing.
It's still a bit narrow. Is there somebody else connected with a small window or something?
Oh yeah, it might be. It might be because somebody else has got a small VS Code who's connected to the live show.
Okay, so what should we? That's been pushed up to GitHub now. So
I think somebody just expanded the terminal, so we actually get a longer terminal, a somewhat longer terminal before it killed itself. There you go. I don't know.
Shall we add I'm interested in adding the face on the PacMan, because at the moment we draw the PacMan as a circle, so we can't see which direction he's facing. But instead of doing draw ellipse, we could do fill pi, I think it is. Should allow us to. I've never tried this command, so.
So that'll be a render PacMan.
Yeah.
So do you want to go for it, or do you want
I'll go for it. Yeah, you following? Right. Yes, we've got a render PacMan. So at the moment we're just drawing a solid ellipse or circle in this case, because these two are the same.
Mm-hmm.
So we can replace that with, I think it's fill pi. I'm going to have to open it in another window because it's got no IntelliSense.
So the first one's the brush, the rectangle, and then the start angle and the sweeping angle.
Yeah, so that's our rectangle. So then we've got our stars. So and I think 0 is pointing to the right for the angles. So in which case, if we said its mouth is like 30 degrees, that would be from, which is which way around? Well, I'm going to get it wrong whichever way around I do it. So let's go with that. Okay.
We can see what it looks like.
Yeah.
Well, we get.
Do you get a really narrow?
I get a really narrow one, yeah. So I think it's supposed to be. Yeah, I think if we flip that, and yeah. So I think it's supposed to be 15, and then 15 and 360. Take away 15. Maybe. Yeah, awesome. Look at that. Got a PacMan. Proper PacMan.
Yeah, I can't see it. I wonder which way he's meant to be facing. Anyway. Oh yeah, okay. Yes, yeah. So we probably want a bit slightly wider mouth than that, but
yeah, and it's like kind of not.
90, 45.
I guess it's
30. That doesn't look 30 degrees.
I think the start measure. The start angle is the degrees measured clockwise.
It is in degrees, isn't it? It's not in
yeah.
Right.
Degrees, yeah.
Yeah.
Measured from the x-axis to the first side of the pi section. So, do we need to?
So what we're doing, what the idea? Yeah. So we're meant to be drawing everything but the mouth. So we're starting at 15 degrees or 30 degrees above the x-axis, and then we sweep all the way around to we're 30 degrees below the x-axis. So that so that should do a 60-degree chunk now, shouldn't it?
Yeah, but so why is it like?
Yeah, why was it only like 15 degrees?
Yeah, but why does it start like there, not further up? So that angle.
It's not doing the bit above the. It's like he's ignoring the start angle, isn't it?
Oh, is it because? Okay, I get it. Is it because this should be 60? Because they're saying start at 30, and then we go sweep all the way around. Yeah, there we go. That's better.
Is that what it means? Oh, right. So that's not the.
That's the whole sweep of like kind of the.
Okay. So that's not
angle.
the final place. It's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's better.
Cool. And then, but when we go backwards, it's going the wrong direction.
And up and down, it's facing. I don't know. Yeah, when you're going up and down, does the mouth face up and down?
No. Yeah, well, yeah, that's how it works. I think in the normal game.
Yeah. So we use in our.
Yeah. And normal game it goes.
Does it always face in the direction it's traveling?
Yeah, it's always facing the direction traveling. Yeah.
Yeah. So if we go back to our code, so what we could do is we could switch over the direction. Or not. Direction. Case. Direction. Dot up. Come on. And it'd be G dot. Is it translate, rotate? Translate. Nope. I'll look at the help again because I've got no IntelliSense. Rotate, transform. That's the one. Yep. So you call rotate before you do the draw, and you rotate it by the angle.
Is that the rotate flip thing?
Yeah.
I think
we're just going to guess and go for 90. Yeah, actually, yeah, this will work. Up is B90. Then when we go left, it'll either work or be 180 degrees out. But
So does that transform the next draw then?
Yes.
Applies the specified rotation to the transformation of this graphic.
270. And we're already pointing right when it draws it, so we don't need to do anything in that case. And then once we've done that, we want to reset it. How do you do that? So just reset transform. Okay.
Cool, I'll give it a run. We don't have a PacMan.
Oh dear.
Oh, we do.
I can't see.
It's just, it only shows you when he's going right.
That's weird.
Up, down, left, right doesn't do anything, except for right does.
Yeah, no, we're rotating against the center is not in the middle of the PacMan when we rotate.
Oh, right, so you draw somewhere like random.
Yeah.
So if you go to the side of the board, does that mean I can?
Yeah, so I think what we could do is to trans. We just move the origin, I think, if we do.
We could just change the angles.
Yeah, well, that's yeah. Well, yeah, let's try this first, and if that works, we'll change the angles. Translate, transform. So we set the middle.
Because we only need to add an offset to the angles of 90 degrees each time, which we probably.
Should we try this route, and if this doesn't work, we go with that.
Yeah.
Just intrigued to see whether that fixes it.
Oh, we seem to. Oh, we're going backwards. Apparently, when it goes backwards, it's not. It's kind of. It kind of works, but kind of not. Things are the wrong way around, and.
Oh, right, one there. Oh, yeah, we're obviously not transforming in the right. Yeah.
Well, I think right and left works. Up and down the wrong way around, and they seem to be offset to the.
The middle's obviously not the middle of the PacMan, is it?
No, yeah. Because I'm guessing. Oh, yeah. So
we're still not rotating about the center. Well, yeah, the center isn't the center of the PacMan. The center must be in a bounding box around the PacMan or something. Hey, let's go the other way. Let's go the simple way then.
So I was just going to do like a offset, which would be 0 for time being, yeah. And then up would be minus 90. Oh, what am I doing? Cosine unit up. This might actually work.
Yeah.
Because nope, that's 180. Because it might not go all the way around. It might die if you go over 100, 360.
No, it says it resets it back. So it should work.
Okay. Wow. Somewhere maths is wrong.
Is it the... I can't see it. It's just a circle. Well, I bet if you go right, do you get the PacMan? Yeah, and if you go left, you don't. Yeah, it's that.
Left to get like a... Like the...
Right.
Oh, wait a minute. That's the wrong PacMan.
It's the sweeping... Isn't it the sweeping angle we don't want to adjust? Isn't it just the first argument?
Yes. Yeah. This is where we screwed up last time, isn't it?
Yeah, because it's always 360 degrees, isn't it, the mouth for the moment.
Left, right, down. Down's wrong. Up's right. So down's... See? Oh, it's 90. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, makes sense. Or 270, yeah.
Oh. So we get, if we hit that race condition, what we mentioned, this might happen. Where we read the array when we remove items from the array when we enumerate it.
Yep. Yeah, we might have to put a lock. I don't know.
Hey, yeah.
Yeah, look at that. That's better.
It's better. Probably should have a mouth that moves there as well.
Yeah, I was thinking that. So that's an interesting challenge, because then that logic just sits purely in the render loop, doesn't it?
Yes.
Because you want it to open and well, I guess it doesn't have to open and shut at a constant speed, but would you want it half open or just purely open or shut? I wonder how animated it has to be.
Well, as guess completion. It does, but I guess it depends how fast it goes, because he's going quite fast.
We could. How about we do this then? So, so this thing's got state. So let's have mouth size. So that starts at 60.
Yep.
Which is...
Are we going to slowly move in, open and closing?
Yeah. So if it's like at +1 mod 60, it's just how often that's going to change it every tick. That might be too fast. We'll see it. I'm going to be opening and shutting very fast.
We need to plumb it in. Oh, you want to plumb it in.
Yeah.
But doesn't the angle... Oh, no. This... The +30 doesn't need to... This be half of that? So the starting angle needs to be half the size of the mouth size. And that half...
Okay. Yeah.
So that should be actually divided by...
If you want the bottom to come up as well, yeah, okay.
I don't know, half size. I don't know what to call these things. Could just be called half size. Well,
the second parameter still wants to be the mouth size. Otherwise, we have that problem again.
Yeah, we do. We have that problem again. My brain just doesn't function for that. Oh, look at that.
I can't see it. I can't see it. I can't see it. Oh yeah, we put it. Yeah, actually, we want to. We want it to close it slowly as well, don't we? It's snapping shut at the moment. Is that?
Yeah, it's snapping shut. Yeah.
Do you want it to snap shut, or do you want it to close slowly as well?
Close slowly.
So we just want we want a direction variable as well, don't we? Then. So instead of that, we say mouth size equals mouth size plus direction. I'll just make this up and see what happens. If mouse size is now bigger than 60, we say mouse direction -1, else if that do it? So we increase the mouse size by 1. Once we go bigger than 60, then we start decreasing it each time.
Yeah. I'm feeling we might need to speed that up as well, because
yeah,
it seems actually, yeah, it does work, but it feels very slow.
Well, we can change it by more than 1, can't we?
Yeah. So 5.
Yep. Yeah.
That didn't work. We just get a yellow blob. Is that, oh, it's because
It'd be less than or equal to 0. Yeah.
Yeah. Even though if it starts off at 0, adding 5 each time.
60, doesn't it? But it should have, yeah, it should have got to 0.
So yeah, we have a.
Is it working?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's better, isn't it?
Yeah. That's pretty cool. We don't seem to eat the. Oh, no, we did. There seems to be something going off with like kind of the offset of the.
It's weird, isn't it? Are the coins?
The coin. I think the coins. Oh, it's probably because the coins are like. Some of the coins seem to be.
Maybe we should do the drawing the coins next, because they should be squares anyway, not circles, and maybe that's the time to look at it.
Should it be squares?
They're squares in the original, I think.
Right. Yeah. So
let me commit what we've just done, because that's obviously working.
Yeah, go for it. I do that. Let's check if we got any comments or anything. Did you push that? Oh,
Yeah,
it's just that my console's just got half of the bit of fail test at the bottom of it for some reason. Excellent. Yeah, so rendering the coins.
Yeah, let's do that next. Then we can work out what's going on with them. Yeah, so we just probably want to change that to be fill rectangle instead of fill ellipse.
So we've got this cell size.
So that's
where's this? What's total client width come from?
Oh, that's wrong, isn't it?
Is that the actual width of the
total client width is the size of the drawable window. So which is why when you resize the window, it's resizing the board.
Okay.
So that's passed in. So that's less the borders and all that sort of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then number of cells wide, that probably shouldn't be hard coded actually in those methods. We should probably ask the board for that.
Oh, this thing.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. So the board
should be board.width, really.
Yeah, we can add that to it. Oh, we don't have a board on there, do we? We can just do game.width.
Yeah. Do we need to put a test around that? We're doing
that. Yes, we should probably put a test or something around it to make sure you cover it. But then again, are we going? Is that just going to be work out at the farthest end?
Yeah, it's how many columns we've got.
Yeah. So we'll just add the property on there for time being.
It can be hard coded because in our test we have if it's a property of iGameboard.
Yeah, if we just delegate it back to the game board.
Yep.
That seems to make sense. Because then it could be hard coded there.
Yeah.
But I feel like we don't need any tests for it though, because it seems a bit pointless just testing properties for the sake of them.
That's true. Yes.
So we're saying we have a width on the game, and that just goes to the board. And then this has a width on it. Or we just expose it.
Yeah. I guess the thing we would be testing is that we are delegating the right property.
Well, we'll have a failing test, I suppose. Do that.
Yeah.
Well, let's add a test just to.
And you're right though, because we're just testing. We've mocked it correctly, really, but it's only test like 50% of its functionality, which is somewhat.
100% code courage. That's what it's all about. I feel like it needs a test, but then I feel like it kind of doesn't at the same time. So we set the game board to that, and then we just expect the game to say, I can't use my IntelliSense when you're typing.
Oh, okay.
dotnet try. Nope. Test, thanks. Did I actually implement it? Oh yeah, I think I did. Yeah.
Oh right. Did you? Or is it just because it's set to 0? Oh no. You must have implemented it.
Oh no, I implemented it, yeah.
Okay.
Let's go back to a failing test. Oh my god. I don't want to do that. I feel like now we've written it, we should always have a failing test. Yeah, it's never assigned. Oh, like it failed.
Yeah, good.
No, I feel like I didn't.
Feel clean again.
Just to prove it. Because we know what happened last time we didn't write a test or something. Yeah. So then our actual board.
Yeah, actually need to remember the right value for that, which will be 28.
Which I'll it in the constructor actually for the rest of the stuff. Cool. So back to our render method. We have a width on it again.
Which we're trying to fix.
The thing is, I don't think all. So I guess the walkway, some of it is kind of walkable and some isn't.
Yeah.
So I don't know, I still got a picture of my game up here. I'm just going to copy this into Paint. So
also, I think we need to know a bit more. But yeah, I think we need to know a bit more about the wall in order to draw them. Anyway.
Yeah, because it's.
So I was wondering whether you could work out whether it's a horizontal or vertical line, but I don't think you can.
You should be able to, because you can see the rest of the wall, can't you? So if you're rendering this,
I wasn't sure about
wall,
when you got to the, is it the T junctions or something? Most of the time you're fine. Yeah, because you can go. I know I'm horizontal because I have, and you can do corners as well. Probably, it was.
So here you should be able to still do it.
Yeah, it's those T bits there, isn't it? Is that okay?
These ones. So if you was rendering this, you could say, have I got a one to the right of me? Yes. Then I don't need to render my wall. Have I got one to the left of me? I think all you need to do is if you go, if I got one to the top of me, don't render my line. Yeah. If I got one to the bottom of me, don't render my line. If I got one to the right of me, don't render it. And then like this one would only render this side, I guess. And then
but these are actually too wide. Anyway.
Oh, are they?
Yeah. Because if you look at the coins at the top, you can sort of see it's. But whether or not it should be, I don't know. Yeah, I guess it should be. But
so
maybe it's not actually a grid. Maybe it's.
Because I thought like this one, because we've got like two things here, but I feel like this is just like one line, but it's just got extra padding where the walkway is.
I did wonder whether it is even a grid or more just like a graph, and each dot or whatever is linked to other places you can move to.
Mm.
I wondered the walls are just drawn on actually, and they're not actually in a grid. This is just where the wall is.
The wall.
As in.
Oh, right. So we flip it on its head, because at the moment we say we hit a wall and we can't get out of that.
So instead we say from each cell, you can, so from that top left corner, for example, you're connected to the cell to the right and below. Yeah. But when you're in the teleport place, for example, if you go in the middle of the screen, down, then you can either go right, down, or left. And left is connected to the cell on the other side.
So that's kind of how we've done the teleport at the moment.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Or you just have a direction instead as well. So every move would be you teleporting to pretty much the next.
Yeah, so every cell has can you get like an up, left, down, and right, which is its next pair of coordinates. And if you can't go that way, you just don't have those coordinates.
How would that solve the problem with the wall?
Well, it doesn't. I mean, it doesn't make any difference. I think the walls are just drawn. I think the problem is we're trying to draw the walls thinking they're in a grid. And actually, the person who did it has just gone, right, there's a wall between here and here. and there's a wall between here and here, and I'll make this wall slightly wider so it looks better. You see what I mean?
I guess it's kind of rather than a grid.
It's kind of, but not exactly, I think.
I suppose like our wall is here, isn't it? I think that's the.
Yeah.
I think our wall is. Are we taking the wall as the wall actually on the actual grid itself, the game itself? But I think our wall is actually around our walkway, right? Yeah. Like this. And I think how we draw it should just be just the back of the back side of the wall kind of thing. It should draw. And that's where you get this wall and you get the channel in the middle still. Because
okay.
Because this is all
it's the side away from the coins you always draw. Yeah, that works with a padding. Yeah.
Because that's how it's thicker, and the things like this one, it still work because
it does. Yeah.
The
and the outside wall's just a special case because you've got the two lines.
So this is the same because you've still got this this kind of wall around where you're walking.
Right. Let's try that. I think that works.
I feel like I need to continue drawing all the walls around it. Yeah, I think. Does it work for this one? Yeah, because it works for this one.
Yeah, that worked for all of them.
Because this would just be one wide still. It's because ours is too wide at the moment. So that'd be just one wide, and yeah, I think that'll work.
Yeah, I think you're correct.
Cool. Let's get back to that.
So for each, So for each wall segment, then, so we say, is there a space below, above? Oh, okay. So this is where you get back to you need to know what's walkable and what isn't. But let's worry about that in a minute. Most of it's going to work anyway. So
at the moment, you can just use the coins to know what's walkable.
Yeah.
Oh, no, you can't because these ones don't have coins in them.
No. It's going to get like 90% of it right, and then we can tweak it afterwards, can't we? It's just the channels to the teleporting and the bit around the ghost that we might need to.
Yeah, that's true. Because I suppose if we write it to say we only care about the coins, so if they look at the coins at the moment, and then we can.
I think we can say we look at the empty spaces. The only bit that might go wrong is where it's filled in, where there's like a gap. Let's try it. Let's just try looking at where for each wall segment we just say is there an empty space above, below, left, or right.
Okay.
And we'll see how close that gets.
I'm not too sure what you mean by that, but yeah.
Okay.
I'll let you write it and then I'll read it.
Okay. So hang on. So
let's get rid of the render wall. Right.
Yeah. So. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Let me just plug in our correct width. Okay. So in our render wall method then, so for each wall, so what we want to do is instead of drawing a rectangle, we want to work out whether it's a horizontal or a vertical line just to start with. Or yeah, top left. So we won't worry about corners for the moment. So we want to say if so walls is a read-only collection, right? Okay. Okay, actually this would be fine. So let you code that bit. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, so then we can do the other 4 as well. So if we just said for the moment.
So if I guess for this scenario, I guess if we're drawing this wall here, we'd look to see if we'd look to see if it's above us and one below us.
Yeah.
And then we just draw it from top to bottom.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so we can say if there's a wall above and below. So then we think we're probably a vertical wall. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that's and then if there's a wall to the left. So if I'm not sure which way around that's going to work, but so then if there's a wall on our left. So then if there's a wall on our left. There's an echo.
Chris is trying to stream it. So come to tell us how we're doing it all around.
Yeah. Anyway, the wall on the left or the right would determine the padding, won't it? I think.
So if there's a wall on the left of us, so in this case where that we're here, I suppose, if there's a wall to the left of us as well, then I guess you fill backwards.
Yeah. I think we're going to have to try it. My head doesn't quite comprehend which way around that's going to be.
Sorry if I broke the audio there. It was I had you on Twitch and on.
Right.
It was an echo. Yeah, the Twitch feed is weird. It's jumping up and down, so it's actually quite difficult to look at.
Yeah, I can see that now. Actually, yeah, it's shaking slightly.
So it seems like a capture card problem to me. I mean, it looks like an old interlace video capture issue, but resolution problem or something. I don't know. Anyway.
Let's have a look.
I can't see both of us. I suppose I can now if I mute one.
Yeah, that's the only annoying thing. You get a delayed stream. Yeah, it's actually jumping on the thing as well.
I'm just going to lurk anyway, but I'm around.
Okay then, Kevin, what's that do?
1 second.
Have you seen the PacMan, Chris? It's got a resolution not supported.
I haven't seen it yet. No.
It's got an animated mouth.
Fantastic.
I can't see anything now, Kevin.
Yeah, I've just changed. I changed the resolution. It worked for a bit, and then it just went not spotted, and then died. I don't get why. It's captured at 1080. So, well, that's kind
Done
of.
something, is it? Ooh. Oh yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. It's kind of It's actually right-ish, I think. So a wall above and a wall below.
Yeah.
Then, oh, this is we get a thin line. So it's wall above and wall below, and the wall left of us. So that's that one. No, that's not this one.
No.
Then it fills a single line. The problem is that like you probably want to still fill like this one back as well, even though it's just a single line.
Or is that back to front, that logic? Is that the problem? Yeah, just try reversing that if statement. So let's
Well, there's
see how that looks. Oh, I've done it. Do you want to run that again?
yeah. Looks about the same.
Does it?
Yeah, it looks pretty much identical.
No, that's different now. So we're getting the two lines down there now on the right bit slightly. I think there's only one line coming down there before, or maybe not.
But I think this one's right here where I'm going into, because this should be like double the width, right? So you get a little single line. But I don't think this one on the right hand side of me, the wall on the right. So there's one above and below me, and then, but there's not a wall on the left. Wait a minute. Is this else here needs if there's a wall on the right, right? Because if we can't just say else, because there might not be a wall,
okay.
right?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Is that why we get this one lying straight down?
Yeah, I think so. So I think that top one was probably right then.
I think it should be like else right.
Yeah. Like that.
Yeah. Wow, we can try and run it. Here's else.
I might as well be using Notepad again.
What are you trying to do? Just draw walls?
Yeah. We had it as blocks, but it looked a bit daft, so we're trying to make them a bit thinner and look more like walls.
So I think that's fixed the issue on this wall on the right hand side of it now. But one here is wrong. So the one to the left, wall to the left.
Because there should be two lines coming down there. There shouldn't be just one.
So you guys are talking about a running image that you're looking at, right? But
yeah.
I don't see that. I see the code, but I don't see it when you run it. Is there something?
No, you won't get on the live share because it can't project across. I think David's just looking at it on the live stream.
Yeah, so it's a bit annoying because it's like 20 seconds behind what we're talking about.
I see. So if I want to see what you're running, I look at the Twitch stream. Is that right?
Yeah.
I see. Okay. I'll try that again, see what it looks like, and I can mute you here.
I could share the screen here, and then you get it through on Slack, so it's actually not delayed. Did the video stop jumping now? Oh, no, I think it's still jumping actually.
maybe what we do is I can fix the problem with the coins not quite lining up. That's easy, I think. So I've just changed the position of the coin slightly. So if you stop and run it now, I think they might actually line up with the PacMan.
Yeah, they line up perfectly now.
Ah, yes, I can see that the PacMan is moving. Cool.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, we're just having a problem like drawing the walls. I think half of it was because we don't really the walls are not aligned. Where's my picture gone? So the walls are kind of got a padding around them. So you got this walkway, which we're classifying this bit here, where I've drawn the lines, as being where the wall is, but the wall is drawn at the back of the wall. That makes sense. So that's like the start of the wall. So we're trying to draw it so it's actually so it actually has the padding around the bit where you're walking.
Okay. Is it not just on a grid?
We're not sure. We're trying to work out whether it is on a grid or whether someone's just drawn the walls where they look good.
It must be a grid. It must be. It would be too hard otherwise.
Well, there's only one PacMan layout, you see. It's not like there's different boards for each level.
Yeah.
So certainly the places you can walk is like a grid system, but whether or not the graphics over the top is just, you know, hand drawn almost.
Yeah.
Because you've got different width walls and so.
Yeah, I see.
I don't think they would like all this bit in the middle, this bit here where you can walk around. It's got the same padding around it no matter like where you walk. It's just like in our scenario,
yeah,
our wall is like next to it.
Yeah.
There. So you got this. The wall's there. And I think because how we're trying to draw it at the moment, where we want to draw behind the wall, so it is like a padded area. So I think we're I think we're kind of there with this one, where we got this wall, this thin wall here. But then that doesn't draw this one right, does it?
No.
I think it looked more right before.
Yeah. Maybe we need to look at the other way round then. So instead of drawing So the other thing is we could change the grid. So it said what type of wall it was, like a left, right. So you could have, instead of having X's everywhere, we could have L, R,
yeah,
T, C for corner or something.
But I suppose we know, is that, if we fill in that the rest of it, like this bit here, I'm on the generate board bit.
Mm-hmm.
If we kind of filled in these ones with X's as well, so that's a whole thick wall.
So anyway, you can't walk. Well,
Anyway,
yeah, it doesn't work in the middle though, does it? Because okay, so anything that's not an X is somewhere you can walk, is what you're saying.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
And then you could then find out everything, because you know the width of the board.
Yeah.
You know the height of the board, so you could know every single cell you know kind of if it's a walkable part or not, because it's a wall or not.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't have to base it to say like, I think if you base it on if it's a coin what you can collect, then you could say like, draw me a wall around the coin on the left top bits, can't you?
Yeah, other than in the middle where there's no coins.
Yeah, but then you just kind of could reverse that if we filled everything in with a wall, which is walkable.
But isn't that sort of the logic we've got now?
So yeah, ours is based on walls, isn't it? So we're looking if there's a wall above the wall, one below the wall, and drawing it.
Oh, right. So you're saying spin that round. So you're saying, is there a gap? Or
So go through all the coins and then draw around each coin.
It's difficult when you do the corners, though, doing that.
Why are they hard if you did the corners? Because your corners still going to be. So say we got a corner, which is a wall, a wall, a wall, and then we have a thing there. You just say, go look at the left of them, the top of them, and the right of them.
Go look at the left of them, the top of them, and right of them.
I don't know. I'm a bit like stumped with how we draw this, to be fair.
I think we might have been close actually with our first approach with as in what we have now. I think it's just I think it's just a bit confusing with the walls and coins. I think so. If we're on a wall,
well, should we try to just like do one left wall or something?
Yeah.
To start off with, and not try to do them all. So maybe just try this one here. So we know that if there's a wall to the top and bottom of it.
Oh, look, I think it's our logics are slightly back to front. This is what it is. So we know it's a vertical wall. That's correct. If there's no wall to the left, so i.e. there's coins to the left, that means. Yep.
Yeah.
Which means we do want to pad it out. So pad away from the coins. Okay. So to pad away from the coins, we have to increase the X by, well, that's the maximum amount you can pad it away. Maybe you don't need to be that much. Let's just
probably needs to be half, doesn't it?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's a good starting point. Right. If on the other hand there's not a wall to the right, that means we need to pad away to the left, in which case we don't want to offset it at all, maybe.
And then we just want to plus it to the wall width.
Yes.
So that moves. Yeah, you're doing that.
Let's just try that, actually. Let's just see what that...
Yeah, that works here.
I can't see it. Which screen are you looking on? Is it on Slack or is it just... Oh, right. Oh, yeah. Okay, that's closer, isn't it?
Yeah, so that's close for this scenario here. That is actually perfect for that.
Yeah, so maybe if we do the same thing for the vertical walls, and then it might take a bit more shape.
Mm-hmm. So that'll just be exactly the same in this other else statement, won't it? Except for the x-axis, not the y-axis.
Yeah.
So should we just copy that, paste that in?
Yes. Yeah. Okay.
And then I can just literally flip to be on the y. Why is that right? For the...
Did you swap? You haven't swapped the inner if statements.
Ooh. That's nice. The inner statements?
Yes, that should be if wall top, if not wall top. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and bottom.
Yeah.
Below.
Yeah. Above, yeah.
It says this is always true.
No,
because of this statement. Because of this statement here. So if there's always a wall above and below.
Oh, okay.
Oh, is it supposed to be in a separate if statement, this? Saying if it's one left to the one to the right.
Yeah, yes. Yeah, otherwise it's not necessarily vertical, is it? Yeah.
I think that doesn't even need to be inside an else statement. It could just be another if, isn't it? Because it doesn't...
Well, we're going to have to handle corners and... Well, yeah, I guess there's probably no case where it's all four. But...
Well, we're drawing lines downwards, which is wrong.
Oh, yeah, that's not right. It's close, though.
Oh, height and width. The wall width and height need to be flipped.
Yeah.
And cell. Been actually easier to type it again.
Yeah.
Ah, yeah, there we go. That looks, starting to take shape. And then we got the other scenario, so we can fill in the corner now, I guess.
Oh, yeah, that's much better. That looks quite good, actually. Yeah.
So the bits we haven't got is the corner pieces now.
Yeah, I think once the corners are... Is it quite... It's not quite right, is it? Because... Well, the padding's not equal on the left and the right sides of the vertical lines.
Oh, yeah. That's a good point. That's weird, because this one looks like this one's got more padding than this one. How is that possible?
Which bit?
So this one where I am now.
Where you will be in a few seconds.
Compared to the one on the other side.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's the bit I don't think it's quite right. Oh, yeah. So that's because when we're drawing the vertical walls.
Oh, we base it on the width of the screen. So if I change the width
no,
of the
no, I don't think it's that. I think it's so when we're moving it away from the coins on the left, we add on an offset of sale size divided by 2.
Yeah, but that should be the same for both of them scenarios, shouldn't it?
Yeah.
So the one like here should be the same width as the one here.
But when we go on this side, no, it's not the same, is it? Because one's based on cell size and one's based on wall width, so it can't be the same. So that wants to be, doesn't that want to be cell size, take away wall width? I'll try that. Oh no, it's fine.
No, I think it was more
right before, was it?
Oh, I don't. Yeah, I think it's more right before because now it's. I think it was right before. I think it's just the how it is.
No, now they're equal. It's just they're in the wrong places, I think. Oh no,
They can't be because this one's like far too close.
I'm just looking at the center point. If you look at the middle at the top.
Yeah.
So those two lines are definitely in the middle of the screen now.
Oh, you're looking at these boxes.
Yeah, if you look at right at the top, yeah. So that's now that's now got equal padding to the left and right. But then I see what you mean, because then where the PacMan is currently, there's no padding.
Yeah, but that's same all the way up here.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay.
It's like one side of the board's drawn differently to the other side of the board.
Well, it's going to be, it's this offset on the X, isn't it? That's not. What about if we did?
Oh, does this need, wait a minute, wall right. Does this need an offset on this once? If
yeah, that's
if there's no wall to no wall to the right.
Think about this again. So we're here. So there's no wall to the left. So we need to put a gap in. The gap is going to be. Let's put that back to how it was, which was. And then there. There's no wall to the right.
That means need to have the offset added to the height.
These are vertical walls, so I think the height's fine. I think it's just whereabouts we're drawing it. What we could do is we could draw another rectangle underneath. White. Does that compile? I can't see.
No, it doesn't like.
Is this?
Oh, wait a minute. I think I need
might need it might be color actually, not. I think you pass color in, don't you? Not brushes.
No. What does it need? Pen.
Oh, pen. Okay. Yeah.
It's not a white pen. New pen.
Stop. No, there definitely is.
See a thing? Pens.
I think it might be pens.
Oh yeah. It's a pen's not white.
So that shows where the actual cell is, and then we can work out how to adjust it, can't we?
Oh yeah, actually, it's a good idea. That's actually the best idea I've had all night. So it isn't in the middle, is it? Oh, it's not in the middle because we're not taking the width of the actual line into consideration. So we're starting it halfway in the middle, but we also have to take away half of the line as well. And then the ones, I don't get why this one down this side here, the right hand side, the narrow channel, that one's all far left. Which I don't
so what is it we want the gap to be? We want so if you go back to where you were on that left there.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, that'd do. So with that one, that's weird, isn't it? We want that to be.
That should be in the center, all the way down.
Yeah.
But I don't get. Oh, wait a minute. That one's. Oh, it's because of the wall behind it.
Well, why we could just do. Yeah, we could just add cell divided by 2 to everything, like that. Then that'd be quite close. And then possibly subtract wall width divided by 2 to fine tune it.
Okay, that's starting to look a bit better. So yeah, we understand like there is not a width of it, but
yeah,
we got the same issue with the bottom width ones, which are these ones.
Yeah, need to make the same adjustment.
So it's just
so it's actually cells. Where's it? Right, okay. Try it again.
yeah, that looks better. I think all the ones where they're down next to the channel or vertical, they're all perfect.
Yeah, that looks right.
There's problems where so we need to fill in the corners now.
Yeah.
I
quite like this debug white grid view. Actually, it's quite good, isn't it?
I know it's like when you do the when you box the CSS classes.
Yeah.
When you do like border is red.
Yeah.
So
it's corners and T-junctions that we need to sort then.
Yeah. Which I guess we can do fairly easy, I think.
We can do.
I guess. So I guess we start with this one on the top right, maybe. Top left, sorry. So this has got
actually, is that right? You look at the proper board again. Some of them are right, and so, that's fine. And those top cells are fine. It's when it's only like one high. Is that?
No, I think that's actually right, isn't it?
So that T junction towards the middle. You scroll down in that view. So below the ghosts. Yeah, so that's. Yeah, so the T immediately below the ghosts sort of hideout place.
Yeah, that's one. So that is.
That was okay. I was meaning below you see where the two ghosts are in the middle.
Yeah.
And then you go down below them.
Mm-hmm.
That T there in
the
our one.
T.
Yeah, so the top part of the T in ours is only a width of 1. A height of 1.
And theirs is 1.
They have like a
2.
loop, don't they? Or maybe my definition of the board's not right. Yeah, I think my definition of the board must be wrong, actually. That's why that's...
So that's, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
This has got 4 things. This has only got 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, no, that's right.
No, it's the T above it, I think, is wrong. Sorry. I think that lower T is correct. The T immediately above it is wrong. It's not high enough.
2, 3. So that's got 1, 2, 3. No, I think that's high. I think that's the right height.
You know, I can't point, can I?
If I share my screen through Slack,
okay.
I can point.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Let's do
that. Right.
Too many windows. Which one's Slack? Oh, yeah, right. Am I pointing? Yeah, so this one here, that's got a gap in the middle, and it's the same size as this one here. Yeah, but in ours, this one's correct because it's like 2 and 3, but this one here is 3 and 1.
Oh,
so I think it's meant to be like that.
Yeah.
So that's just the definition's not quite right, isn't it? When I set the board up,
I think that's.
But we can ignore that for a second. Okay,
so I think we should. I think we can just start filling in these ones.
Yeah. Okay. So I think we just draw an arc, don't we? It's like a 90-degree arc.
Yeah. So I guess we can just do the same kind of similar thing as if there's one to the right, one below.
Draw arc. There is even a draw arc command. What's it? Start angle. Okay. Yeah.
So if there's one to the...
So we're saying there's a wall to the right, there's a wall below, there's not one above, and there's not one to the left.
I suppose if these were all in else ifs, remove this.
I wonder if you can do
one to the right, one below.
and not left and not above.
Well, wouldn't that get? Oh no, it wouldn't. Would it?
No, I think we probably should be explicit, really. Just. Right, so yeah, so we want to do G dot. Oh,
Draw arc.
Yeah, let's just. Yeah, let's try draw arc. I don't know if it's really.
You can just give the.
Yeah, we'll start draw arc. It might not be a wide enough line. That's all. Okay, and then so pen is the pens dot blue, and then its rectangle is yeah, so X comma Y comma cell size
What?
no, probably cell size again, I think, for the moment.
There's no. Oh, the pen is the thickness.
Well, no, you can create a brush is normally the thickness, isn't it? But so the start angle, I think, is going to be 180, and we're going to sweep 90. Which direction does that say? Is it clockwise or anti-clockwise? The intelligent sense for sweep angle. Clockwise. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, so 90. Yeah, I think that.
Let's just
have to see what happens.
Yeah, see what happens. Play these. Well,
it's done it. We've got it the right way around, I think, have we?
It gives us an arc, but really close in the corner. Oh, is that because
That's the start?
Oh, no, we don't have enough.
Yeah, it's because we don't start an X and Y, though, is it? It's what's it want to be? Well, I guess in the bottom, the middle, to the top in the middle. So yeah, so
so is it just the
it's plus offset. It's an X plus offset.
So it's just X on both of them, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah, for this one, yeah.
Kinda. It just needs to be a bit thicker.
Yeah, just I don't know whether. Oh yeah, pen. We can create a new pen that's wider, I think. I think if you do new pen, you can pass in color and brush width, can't you?
You can have.
Yeah, it's yeah. So it's brushes, comma blue, comma 2 or 3 or something. No, it'd just be 3 probably. It's just a number of pixels. So it's
wall width, isn't it? There, what we want.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Why is E coming there? Yeah. Oh, it looks the same width. It's just a bit. It's not filled all the way to the edge of it.
Is that the offset? Not maybe we don't want to. Maybe instead of adding offset, we just add cell size divided by 2. Maybe we don't want to adjust the wall width from that. It's a bit weird there.
Try it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's perfect. Oh. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Yeah, so we'll do the.
So next bottom one here. She's you ain't it?
I'm just copying out the pen. Do you want to copy the logic? I was just going to extract the pen into a variable so we don't create a new one every time.
Okay. All to the right. All above.
Oh, we can't do it there now.
This should be identical, except for we should start a.
Which side are you doing the? Which one are you doing now? Oh, right, the one that's
this one.
says. Oh, so right, so it's creeping upwards. So this is the bottom corner, bottom right corner. Is that right?
Bottom left corner. So it's another 270 and sweep 90. Because I don't think anything else should change in that, though, should it? I know, maybe it's not, because that just goes.
So which one?
Oh, it needs to be this one.
Okay, so bottom. Okay, so bottom. Okay, so it's bottom left. So bottom left corner looks like that. So marks like that. So we're going to start downwards and then sweep up 90. So downwards is 90 degrees, isn't it? So it's 90 to, yeah, 90, 90. Is that what you just changed it there?
Yeah. I'm literally just trial and error. That's not what I wanted.
Yeah, you got it right. You just in the wrong place. Yeah.
Y, X.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
This should be Y should be further across. Well, it should be left. Oh, yeah, that's it. Perfect.
Yeah.
And then we just do the next one. I feel like there should be a better way to do this.
So the next one's.
So there's no.
So it's left, no right, no up, down. So which one are you doing?
This one.
Okay, so there's no up and there's no right.
There's no.
So, but there is a left. And that's going to start from 270 and sweep down.
Does this need both?
You just adjust. Oh, I don't know. By the time you've had it,
I think you need both from like offsetting to the left. No, I was wrong. The X needs the Y needs to.
Yeah, the Y needs to add, not subtract, doesn't it?
Pretty much trial and error. There you go. And there's just the last one. This one.
Yeah.
Which is the same. ReSharper's telling me like all these expressions can just disappear because they're always true.
Yeah, but then you can't follow your code. So this one, there's an up, there's no down, there's a right, but there's no left.
There's no right. There's one up.
Oh, sorry, I've got my left and right's better. Yes.
There's no.
Yeah.
There's no above. And there's no below.
There's no below. There's a left and an above, but no right or below.
Right. Yeah. And then this one is where it's both.
Yeah.
Minus.
And then start equals 0.
Yeah.
Yay. That's cool, isn't it? Ah, right.
Get
So
in there.
yeah, this is what I was meaning about the trouble with the T-junctions. So I don't know if I can here.
Yeah.
Because that's still just a normal curve. He just has to. Yeah, this is what I was wondering how we're going to do this, because there is a wall to the left. It's just we don't want to join to it.
I guess you have to look at this one. The one. Will that work for every scenario? Yeah, I think you have to look at the one where you diagonal to will have not a wall. So you need to go to all the diagonals around it, like top left, top right.
Okay.
And then you could work out which way it curves based on that. So if you're in the top right, you curve upwards. Top, bottom right.
Yeah, I think so. So this is the case where you haven't got. So it's like that. So you've got an up, and you've got a right, and you've got a left, but you don't have a down. So you've got a right. Which one is this? So is this case here, isn't it? So you've got a right and above. So it's and you don't have a left, or you don't have a wall top right.
What's this wall top right?
Oh, that's going to be our diagonal above right.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah, does that make sense? So if we head up here, so above right is up. How's this work? Why is that not the same as? Oh no, yeah, of course we don't have that. So that's +1, y +1. Does that work?
I guess I can see. That doesn't compile.
Other than that, I need to have a
brackets. But reshuffle's like literally saying that whole expression is not evaluated. No, see. Which one are we trying to draw?
This one.
Oh.
So I can't drag your screen. So what have I done wrong there then?
So if it's not. Oh, wait.
Oh, there needs to be there's no wall to the left, or there's no wall above.
We don't. No, I think you can just. It should be just anded together still. That right?
Okay.
You should be saying and there's not
yeah.
a wall
Okay. Yeah.
there.
Okay. Yeah. Do you want another and in there?
Oh yeah. That'll work now.
Yeah.
Oh no, it didn't work.
No, because there is a wall to the left, so it's got to be.
No, but there isn't a wall.
So the problem is that
a wall above
this
right.
This bit here is always failing because there is a wall to the left. Yeah, because it's this.
Oh right. Okay.
That's why I had it as an OR. Because it's this bit here we're trying to do, yeah? So there is a wall to the left, So we want to say there's no wall to the left, or there's nothing here. But there's also a wall below. That's why. There's a wall there, isn't there? Of course, just you can't see it. Oh, right. This is the case then, isn't it? It's if you're surrounded on all sides by walls, then you look at your diagonal. Yeah. Okay. Understand now. So it's and I might just throw some more brackets in for good measure. And put in another one there. What about that? So either you're not surrounded on all sides by walls, or you've got that space to the right. Yeah.
Nope.
No. What do you mean no? How can that be?
I think we should just pull it out of the bit. What actually? Can we?
Yeah.
Can we put that back to where it was, and then just try to just copy that out?
Yeah.
I feel like we should have put a tester on this.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Because you could actually test this. To be fair.
Yeah.
So this is not a wall. There's a wall to the right, a wall above.
Should we put exactly how it was? Which was yeah.
Not below.
Yeah.
And not to the left. And then we could just append another else if on here.
Agreed.
And I think what you were saying about if there's a wall.
If there's a wall in all four directions, then you have to look slightly further.
Below. And a wall right. And a wall left. No.
And not
above, below, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Wall above right. That was it, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It says it can never get there.
Really?
It says the expression is always false.
Oh, because we've already handled it. Just make it an if and not an else if.
I think all these need ifs.
Okay.
Because these are all individual cases now.
Yeah. I wonder about, yeah, maybe that was the problem before.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah. Okay, yes, we just do the same thing another 3 times then, don't we?
Or below right. Which is minus y.
Yeah.
Because I know we can't, like, in theory, test this basically what it's drawing, but we could create a class which is draw the different, the pieces what we've got.
Well, what we probably could do is we should be able to return, given a wall, what type of wall is it? It should pass back an enumeration of vertical, left turn, right turn, and then we can test that. And then it's the question of then just mapping that onto these drawings, isn't it?
Yeah. Below right. What arc thing do we have for this one?
So below right. So hang on, I'm going to draw this. So that's a heading straight down. So that's the one that starts 90. So that's this one.
Okay. Let's try run it.
Is it running?
Yeah. Yeah, that worked.
Yep. There's some weirdness at the top here, isn't there?
Yeah, because I'm guessing they need to. Oh, yeah, I know how to sell that.
Okay.
We can sell that. Oh no, we can't. No, because it's not got one behind it.
But what about
it's got one to the
yeah.
left. I think you can move this up to above the actual. I think it's going to be the vertical lines first, and if we do the kind of curves first, we know we can evaluate that one first before dropping out of it.
Oh, okay.
And I don't think we have to do that whole up, down, left, right. I think we only need to do it based on 3. So I think if there's three walls connected.
Or we say, we pretend, if you go out of bounds, we pretend there's a wall. We'd do it as well. Because the reason it's not drawing it is it doesn't know there's a wall above.
Yeah, but I don't think it needs to know. I think it only needs to know there's 3 walls next to it. So if it's got 3 walls, one above, one below, if it's got 3 or more walls, you can draw the curve because it knows it's at an angle, right?
Yeah.
And that would work for this one as well. So it'd know this was at an angle. And it'd still be able to work out which direction that angle it is because there's actually no wall here.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was meaning. I was just going to pretend there was a wall there and then the same logic would work.
Yeah.
It's the same idea.
So let's just fill in the next.
Yeah.
So where they got the above right, below right.
So we just do
above. Yeah.
And there'd be minuses. Yep. Which one are you doing first?
Above left.
I have to draw these out each time, otherwise I can't work out the angle. So I'm going above and to the. So there's nothing above left. No, above left. Just that way. So that's the 181, isn't it? Above left.
Is it?
Oh no, we've already done that.
We've already got that. I think it's 270.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that works.
And
then obviously process elimination. It must be this one next.
Yeah, I've done it. Yeah.
Cool. And then we should have a grid which. Oh. What? Why? What's going on here?
Is that the only one?
Yeah. But I guess that's the only one that's actually. Do we get the thing right here?
Above.
Above left.
Yeah, that's right.
It's x minus 1. Above the left, yeah. Below the left. Yeah, that looks right to me. And then above the left, below the left. Unless these two are the wrong way around.
Yeah.
I'll just flip them and see if it makes any difference.
I'd have thought it had more impact than that. I'd have thought we'd been drawing the wrong arcs all over the place. But... That's interesting. The Y offsets. It's just the Y offsets out.
No, I think it was right. It's right before, I think.
Yeah.
So if we flip it back to that,
yeah,
we comment out this one.
Okay.
I think this one's drawn right. So this one's that one.
So the only one, yes, so that's fine. So the one that's not
below left
is above
so
left.
Above right.
Yeah, above left.
Above left, yes.
Isn't working.
So if you put that one in.
But that's below left. That's not above left.
Oh, I know why. No, it's because this is wrong, isn't it? The arc is the wrong way around.
Yeah.
It needs to be offset. Y-axis minus that.
Oh, yeah, they've both got the same. Yeah. Yes. I see. Yeah.
Starting to get there.
Yeah.
And so I think we can get rid of it, like do these ones. Do you want to commit that? Because I might I'll play and move in some code.
Yeah, okay.
This is quite taxing the brain trying to work out. Okay. What's going on?
I've just got this bit of paper, just like loads of 90-degree curves on it. That's all pushed anyway.
Cool. So I think we can change this around to not be that, and I was thinking more walls in corners. Oh no, not that. No. So we need.
Can we just try this idea?
Yeah. Actually, no. So I think it is. I think it's just how many walls are in the corners, isn't it? Walls. Yeah. All
I was going to say is where we got here, like a walls above left. What happens if we just said that type of thing? If that makes sense.
Yeah, but you're assuming that we're always going to have the same. I know we're always going to have the same board, but it wouldn't work for the right-hand side, though, would it?
Well, I was going to.
Is it like if we do it this way around, where we
that as well? But yeah, okay.
Well, we kind of count.
In fact, no, I'd do it here.
So I do. This is so. One thing is like we can just check how many walls around is greater than or equal to 3, and I think that'll just fix that problem where this one's at the top.
Okay.
Because then we just check the. Whoa.
I'm not sure. Oh wow, that's cool. It's like the crocodile or something.
Oh, how many is there? 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Because but
can we try plan B?
Yeah, go with plan B.
Let's undo.
Okay, that's great.
My original attempt was wrong as well. Let's keep going back a bit. Oh, well, I don't know what I've undone now. Should we do a git reset?
Yeah, you can do.
Did that appear just then? Because I undid. Oh, maybe my undo is different to your undo. Is that? Can I only undo my own code?
No, I think it undoes both if you're in the same file.
Mine, not yours.
But this has seemed to have disappeared. Very bad. Just need to
do a git reset.
Wait a minute, I'll just reset it. Let's reset it.
Right, okay. I think here we say they're the easy two cases. No, thanks.
Sorry.
In fact,
Volume.
and then so this one will be walls equals plus 1 equals. Oh, we don't know the height, do we? We'll come back to the height. In fact, does that work? Does that fix the one across the top?
Let me try it. No. We get we get even some other weird stuff in us.
Okay, I've got another idea. Okay, so clearly that doesn't work, but what about if we do that down here? So,
well, we ended up with a line before, didn't we? A continuous line.
Yeah.
Did you get? Oh, because you. Oh no! Wait a minute. I think mine did work. We got a continuous line, didn't we? Can I just revert back to what
yeah.
Did you just revert all this?
I only reverted. Yeah, what I just did. Yeah, my 2 lines. Yeah.
Oh right. Okay.
I might have to actually think about it now. Rather than,
yeah, I probably should have stopped hacking at it.
Are you putting your code back in?
Not done it yet, but it's nearly. Wait a minute, that's around the wrong bit. It needs to be around all this. It's too many F statements. Oh my god, that's it's like one of them Etch a Sketch things, isn't it? You just keep like changing the variables. You get some other weird. Oh, that's because it's got one behind it as well.
Yeah, so they've still got 3.
So that it works for the scenario what I wanted.
In that case, yeah.
But it doesn't work for these cases because I said it has to have less than 3.
Yeah.
To jump into this block. Or greater than 3 to get. Wait. I think. Oh no, no, actually. If it's less than 3. I don't want to draw any walls if it's less than 3, do I? I just... Okay, that makes it worse. Okay, how's your drawing going on a bit of paper?
I'll put it down locally and have a quick go. But
because I'm a bit confused now.
still, yeah.
So...
Yeah, I'm still confused.
I don't get why this is not drawing a line down. So if there's a wall count of less than 3, so this is 1 less than 1, 2. Oh no, it's got 1 behind it as well, isn't it? What's that?
I keep thinking I've worked it out and then not. It doesn't work. Why does that not work? Oh, because I'm an idiot.
Oh, so back where I was. Ah, yeah, okay. I think...
I got close.
I think... Let me just reset this. I think I'm partly there before when I was trying to count these, but I missed a different condition out.
So, in order to do...
Oh no, because I don't have, if it's not a diagonal wall count.
I think I might have got one of the 4 cases working.
Okay, I'll let you try in a second.
No. Oh yeah. Oh right.
Why does it?
Yeah, I've sort of got it working, but there's like a slight twist to it actually. Oh, I think about your idea about putting the logic in a different order. Yes. Shall I share my screen in a second?
Yeah, go for it.
Slack share. Where is screen sharing? Share my screen. You see it?
Yep.
So this one's now right, other than I'm also drawing the horizontal line, which I think is what you're saying about maybe doing them in the opposite order.
Mm-hmm.
So we draw so the way I did that is I said if there's a wall above or we're already at the top, we drop into this bit.
Mm-hmm.
And then we only draw sort of walls going upwards if we're not going into the top, which is these 2 conditions, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I think so.
So basically I'm going back to this idea of pretending there's a wall at the top to get you into this loop, into this condition, and then saying there definitely isn't a wall at the top, so you don't end up drawing lines going upwards.
Mm-hmm.
But we'd have to, sort of duplicate that for each condition.
Yeah, I suppose that's okay. I think what we need to do is like go through all the conditions, actually refactor it into, well, create test cases over top of it, and actually just refactor it into that.
Yeah.
Because this is a bit like
hacky.
I pretty much just hacking it until it actually works in it.
Yeah.
I understand I think even the cell things to where you check the cell is behind the wall, we could just fill every single just a border around all the game.
I thought that, but the problem is then it was starting to draw walls going upwards because it thought there was something to join to.
Yeah.
Which is why I then had to add these conditions in to stop it doing that.
Yeah.
The other thing I think we need to do is also move the actually put this into the game so we can fix like this T not being the right size, for example.
Yeah, so we can just load it.
Yeah.
We can just load it from a grid, yeah. Maybe that's the first thing we do next time.
That's wrong, and that's wrong. So maybe we do that next time.
Yeah. I think what we have for the board is actually still getting there. I think it's better than what we had, isn't it, to be fair?
Yeah. Yes, I think so.
Spent a lot of time on just the UI.
Yeah, that's all right. So if we took out our debug. Yeah. Yeah, that's looking quite good, isn't it?
Yeah,
I mean, other than the ghosts, there isn't. Well, things like speeding up, I guess, and the magic fruit and all the rest of it. But
I think they're quite fair to do. The speeding up, because we could just. I think it's like you speed up for so many iterations of the game, so we can pretty much say to the timer, like, go faster when we eat a. Well, we need a different concept for power up or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And then I suppose it puts the game in a certain different mode where you can eat things.
Our lines don't quite join up.
Oh yeah.
We have to take off the. It's the wall width divided by 2. We need to adjust it by, I think. But we can do that next time as well.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, that's it's looking better.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. Should we start there then? And
I think so, because we seem to be sort of heading around a bit with this.
yeah, it doesn't help being late at night trying to look at lots of numbers. Basic maths.
Because even things like these lines should be factored out into a draw curve, like, you know.
Yeah, well, there's only I guess there's only certain like
because there's only 4 curves.
Yeah, there's only 4 curves, and you just know the cell. That's all you care about, isn't it?
Yeah.
So for a cell, you want to say, draw the 4 curves, draw a horizontal line or a vertical line.
Yeah.
And we have like quite a lot for kind of just doing that.
Yeah. So what I normally do is, rather than adding X and Y on all over the place, I do that translate transform first of all. So then the bottom left of your cell, then or bottom top left of your cell becomes 0, 0. So then you'd have to add X on and Y on everywhere.
Right, yeah, I got you. Yeah, it's pretty much like then you draw into the console and you can just set a position, and then you write set position, then write. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll start there then. Cool. I hope everybody's enjoyed like kind of like streaming it and checking in and watching us making full of ourselves going around in circles.
No, not at all. It's been really fun just watching you get on with it.
Cool.
We're a bit clueless at times. But hey.
It's interesting problems trying to work out how you go about some of these things.
Yeah. I think it doesn't help. Like I don't do much like kind of drawing either. Like kind of UI stuff in my day job. So like kind of trying to work out positions of things is a bit like I don't know, taxing, I suppose. But yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, but I'll see you next time.
Yeah, we'll set another one up and then we'll have a start at something else, I guess.
Yeah, I think I realized why the terminal issue has been just because like the size of people's text in their text edit in VS Code or whatever. Like my text was really big, and that was what was causing it, I think.
Yeah, I don't know what magic it does with VS Live Share, because it always takes the smallest person's console window. So if everybody has a massive console except for one person who has like 2 lines, everybody will just see like a massive console window with just 2 little lines in it, which is you'd expect it to be the host's size, and everybody else would just get sized to that. But unless they're doing something like to fix a problem or something, maybe if the host has like a big window and it tries to put all the buffer into somebody else's or something, I don't know, and it goes a bit weird.
Well, I'm on quite a small laptop screen as well, so it's like I think screen resolutions and stuff like that might also cause, because I made the terminal massive on my screen and I don't think it made that much difference until I started changing the size of all the text. So something to think about maybe.
Mm-hmm.
If you come
would you either watch it on live stream as well? Or just...
Yeah. So it's kind of interesting because when I have it set up and you guys are speaking to each other, I can follow one of you in VS Code because I do have Visual Studio installed, but not with Live Share on. So I just thought I'll just stay with VS Code, seeing as it does the job. And then I've also got the other thing on as well, so I can sort of follow one person and follow someone else. So it's exactly what's happening like between both of you. So it's good.
Yeah, because I was looking at the streaming, and it does shake my screen sometimes when I look at it, and then other times it's not shaking as well.
It's shaking now on Twitch.
Yeah, well, before it wasn't shaking, so I might go look back quiet. But I have changed my screen resolution to just 1080 on my PC, so my resolution is a lot smaller than what it normally is. and the capture card is a 4K capture card. So I don't know if it's because it's capturing it on a smaller resolution than what it's supposed to be. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe I need to play around with some OBS settings or something.
Yeah, I'm afraid I won't be much help on that, but it does look like some sort of resolution thing, like when you've got a sort of wrong resolution set on something, and then you get that kind of flickering on just,
Yeah.
that kind of monitor issue stuff. It's not terrible though. You can still I've made that screen quite small, so it's like it's not like taking up whole monitor or something. So yeah. But yeah, thanks a lot for letting me sit in and just watch.
All right, here it is. Yeah, okay, cool. I'll hand it then. Cheers, everybody.
Yeah.
Have a good weekend.
Hey, Andrew.
Bye.
Cheers.